All right, hey guys, it's Nick with Dashboard Trading Platform. So today's going to be a really exciting video because I'm finally going to show you more in depth about these numbers that are blinking on the dashboard. So it's probably one of our most requested answers, and everyone is always asking, "Hey Nick, what do these blinking numbers mean under the PFH and PFL?" So essentially, let's dive right into it with a beautiful example of which I actually took this trade myself. Typically, I don't trade like this. So this is actually catching the very top of a new established trend. So essentially, we're getting some sniper entries here. And the way we do this is, so PFH simply means peak formation high. It's a metric that we use determining a bearish trend. And then PFL is essentially the same thing for a bullish trend. And anytime these numbers right here, these are ADR numbers, so the average daily range. And the way we use them is, let's come here to the legend. And as you can see, flashing means trend has reached 3.0 ADR or more. Typical market maker cycles or trends last 3 ADR before reversing. Typical, right? So this is very typical, and updates by the minute. So these numbers are actually updating by the minute. So every minute, these numbers will change depending on where price is and how volatile markets are. So obviously, we're here. Let's take a look at MCHP stock. PFL, for example, so we're sorting it. So let's click here. Let's refresh everything, make sure everything's loaded up properly. And then and as you can see, first thing we can do is we can actually click on PFL, click it once, and we actually have the highest PFL listed here first. So all of these are going to be blinking pairs, as you can see. Now, for the example here, pound Japanese yen, we see that it's at 4. Of course, if we take a look at MCHP, it's 293, which means it's not at 3. That's why it's not blinking. Anything over 3, if we come up here to Dropbox, it's 3.03, it's blinking. So you get the idea why these are blinking and why these aren't. Now let's get into the example. Pound Japanese yen, 9 PFL. Dashboard actually predicted this trade at this white tracer. So just a quick note here, we have gone up a cool 315 pips, give or take, with an amazing risk to reward below the actual peak. Let me just refresh this quickly here. Now, the fact that it's at 4 PFL, we're essentially expecting this pair to start a new bearish cycle. So we're expecting the pair to find a reversal pretty soon. Since it's anything above 3, the trend is actually extended. So the trend is extended out completely, and it seems like market makers are just going to start accumulating and eventually form a M formation in this case and reverse and start a brand new bearish cycle. So, for example, if we're identifying pound Japanese yen, and when it was up here before price moved, like I said, it updates by the minute, the PFL was more likely 5 or 5.5 or even up to 6. So at that extreme number, all we're looking for is short entries. Now, this is another way to use a dashboard. Like I said, dashboard is a universal algorithm. So our users, they typically they have their own way of using the dashboard. There's not one way to use the dashboard. There's many ways, dozens of ways to use the dashboard. And if we take a look at any other pair here, for example, pound Japanese yen, we have from PFH 1.27. So when we're in a bearish cycle for PFH, which was actually a signal fired, and we're in profits if you took it according to the dashboard. We don't look at PFL anymore, right? So since we're in PFH, we look at PFH, and it's only 1.27. So we have a long way to go in this brand new established bearish cycle. Coming back to pound Japanese yen one more time. So now what we can expect is, as the price continues to go down lower, the PFL numbers will start to come closer to 1. So it'll start to go to 3 and then 2. And in this case, PFH would start to rise in value, hopefully until hitting that 3 number, and then it will start flashing on this end. So hopefully that helps understanding these flashing PFH and PFL numbers. Hope it really clears everything out. So remember, when it's blinking, is just indicating that there's a possible reversal coming. That's all it means. We can come here to PFH, we can sort it out. And as you can see, since we are currently, and you might also be thinking, okay, so, well, Nick, right here under PFH, it says 3.62. Why is it not flashing? Right? Great question. It's because the current status is PFL, for PFL, which means we're only looking at PFL. So if PFL was greater than 3, it would start flashing because it's the same status. But since PFH is above 3 ADR, it doesn't matter. It won't flash because we are in PFL. So thank you for watching, guys. And if you have any questions, again, email us at dashboard@marketmakersmethod.com. You can contact us via Telegram at MMMNick. And you can also visit our website, and we have all of our contact details there as well. Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure.